Yeah, fine.
I know it.
No, you are Pacho.
Ura serious I was it.
As I was in Pacho, I don't Pacho any free. Oh,
there be me Casa come home.
Okay.
Pacho can dear. Me come in Mekra.
Bro, was it?
I mean, me dear.
Brazil.
Papa,
of course, not to be what draw Tefaidia. I'll Brazil about
Media home Brazil, no Magia Major.
That number even better started the bomb in the room.
Voice.
Voice. Wow, voice.
Maskana.
I reach a fatly Obama. Fatly by Obama. I will be Mariska.
No, deputy.
Show
no tea. Show no. Your editors.
Then your editors did
no today. We on your proper editor. Or compromising into on your proper editor. And open Ayala no Macassa. And was it Ayala say. And the show no. Apart from say be a coach be na air reaction after a game. And our player be na kabi be near bebo show no so no. Say be a in house. Ubia can send you show no so no and you allowed.
Oh, catch it I say really yesterday.
Oh, Debbie from the editor himself.
Because catch it senior editors yesterday. Majority carries the food who override his editing.
It's more voice now.
I would move you cry, you be judgment amamo. Why? To the voice my where you to.
They say tearing apart in the animal starting up. Okay, but in there we know.
Hi.
Okay, there mammy. Not your friends need home view.
Oh, city got mobile show.
Kofi. This is in which game I have boy repass argument.
Eh, forest man. No one you know.
Because of Fugua, game we need Fugu.
The woman name ya
Fugu.
Unya baby.
Say a bancha, unfair in crazy.
Nah,
I know appetite.
Ne, back where?
Not your first game. In your game back.
There's any last season, Gena, Nottingham for Shem 1-0-3-2-2-1.
No.
I shall die too.
We've solved our problem.
I shall die too. For me, that's the only difference. In Kekatini, there can you problem.
Oh, which man is Mr.
That's it.
Mr. I can't come and see. If I job, I need him. Senior. A very zero on
maybe. Somebody me to airtime, they are meeting me about the
Bemen, I say, man is my.
Me can't say more. Kofi Brady as now.
So medium prediction for Sam Martin over.
Yeah, because show me simple gra. We've solved our problem.
I shall die too. For me, that's the only difference. In Kekatini, there can you problem. If it was Ange Postecoglou,
I know.
Isn't it for United?
My
problem is I shall die too.
Anyway,
and yes,
they are going to beat them.
It's United straight win.
Win. Win. You bought draw cram and the mama momentra. The bomb on Pamisaku corner.
Wow.
Not Everest. Kofi Brady as now. I Saturday one the cash. No, Jeff. Jeff. If you are so nipa ne bi ni o. Nipa e cobra ne bi ni wi. Jeff, we are Manchester Nike. Ayala bula ha na watch my Jesus say, Richardo. What can say be na me team production strike me. Na me twi wa Jesus so na me say. No so o can say. Some bo draw cra Monday yampam free studio. Yampam on sakukọ dem and am I picking an adu di bi.
Can you cra. Enye ni lante ba na boy na.
Enye ni lante na meka. Man kan ye. It is ayima sam na kan. Ohormunyi free munyi Jeff yi honi free. Amankofi akutwa no pay ebo.
Saturday come from him dey now. They come from maybe 10 minutes asana ayala do you hweje na ne hu kra na se we yakofa ayala page Facebook
or no o ka che
no dey say go to one because they want to final score 2-2 na uni pe bi o pe wa sem pa
okay
on also the voice about me so 80 on also
minipa
aye
and here then
of Lupa.
Fiifi drone. Yeah, so
draw cry, Into the yen piano, and how say, who bear you mammy ye piano, and how wants in a fee, and Merjuma, now by ye piano, then you know, hey, Richardo. Oh, yeah, dear Fiifi, see, oh, who draw. Now, Fiifi, maybe I will be on the show. Fiifi, who draw, Ayala, Sokoban Fatibu, Michelle Munina, Love FM DJ hashtag Michelle. Fee, catch your brand, fee, catch your say, there be a way, Sean Dyke, I didn't know who no draw was in way for go,
Everyone's
we always a hashtag. DJ hashtag ne de send you everything.
You are going to do. Say, oh, my channel is one. I'm broken in them.
Now, everybody say, Pamu de to be power. Yeah, your boss. No, you did.
No, we only more right now.
Minimum.
You don't be high.
Because
oh, na Debbie, I'm a case. Minini papi bra nanti. The case will be me shame.
hey, meow.
Now you share more. And I'll pay flimsy excuse. Oh, yes, I'm going to be looking for and I've done it.
That's what now in the room.
Maybe. And I'm saying, so you'll be pan.
That's what me catch you before.
So who shame?
Me catch you before.
Minim sir. But and I'm just say, so we will be a shame. Can't pay Uber and come press me neck.
It's me never be a miracle.
Chairman, Yanko, any games in Uncle. Why?
Nah,
about draw, Yan Shay. Aye.
But say also mobile draw crowd.
Kofi. Game na ya mo TV achi hwe no. Sometimes a board game be say na only information. Yenim say your information. Ask me and I'll explain.
That's why we've come to you. Give us the
think how about no pen no. Be some so Richardo, what happened?
But what happened?
Hey, this is the question I'm expecting from you.
What happened?
The see and say Sean Dyke Eka coaches now if you say
na say catch you before come.
Oh nyamatre. Oka o say Uko UK, Manchester United, who coaches be honoma. Ya form alliance be you know some good rapport.
Good relationship.
Relationship is good.
Yeah.
And see, will be home trainer.
Yeah.
You were where you the support no.
Okay.
So, once you started game, you share first goal.
Yeah.
Second half dressing room. And a Sean Dyke, a bobo opening.
And I will be.
Oh, was there? It's not like say me dressing will be but my so
okay.
I heard everything because me can be me. And no ben no catch so chairman. Chale penini se cement me and shege mu ana man draw cra obepa me. It's okay. Anya hwia oka alliance.
Oh
your boy no. Yet me ensake o sa. Ntu de ye coin na ye ba second half na be shetu
quick.
Ye be pon a na ateka no. Say na be ya yenjew. That was what happened. Inti mo bi tina baby na Richardo betra on was 2-2 na. That's what happened. Mama inside story.
But you didn't know this before you went to play the game.
Say.
Now you say be bani say.
No, that time no near me kasai.
Okay.
Meaning what
But you didn't say to coaches be between one big din come.
Oh yeah.
So then sometimes I have to
it's a compromise here.
Inti I thought then before the game relax.
Say.
Because you made it look like you were going to beat them outright.
Which started game we scored?
No, but na say born your money 3 minutes. We scored the can go for.
Now, maybe I could game now here. If you say near compromise, yeah, solver. And sir, not tempting we bet me say.
There was no compromise.
Oh, come on.
Oh, there was no
game no.
Yeah, I watched the game. There was no compromise.
How
did you score your first goal? My second goal, my first goal in the second half. It was 2 quick goals in 2 minutes. Yeah. And
because of Corona near the first half.
Oh, but that's not the issue. In fact, it took that Amad Diallo thunderbolts to get an equalizer. So what I was telling you on Saturday is Rich. Yes, the 2 games Anama Bono has been good. In fact, 3. The 3 wins consecutively has been good. But the problem is that say United elbow against teams that don't necessarily hold on to the ball and are also as physical as you are. One shall mobile struggle. So be a little bit flexible with it. But you didn't listen, and at the end of the day, when the game happened, we saw the difference. It was Casemiro and a share first goal. Obviously, Savona got the second goal, and then Amad Diallo got the equalizer for Tima, your friend of Manchester United. See, Rich, whatever the case is, I think United for much started planning for December. When Amad Diallo and Brian Mbeumo go for the AFCON,
When says your game is about Saturday, right? Saturday, me her game na Saturday ni be see team.
Because that's a Samo side, the most effective side in the Manchester United team.
The combination between Amad Diallo and Mbuemo super.
Yeah.
Enti na me bisa mo say enti nyame adoma Afcon ye lose na nje mi no a. Team no. I was imagine say better what will happen
1 month from now. How is it going to look like Manchester United team when Amad Diallo goes and Abrante Freno Brian Mbuemo? But I'm sure say for Ruben Amorim, it's a story of when we get there. Fiifi how we'll cross it. So we'll see how Ruben Amorim will cross it. Rich, you see, the good thing about Manchester United game I'm money Nottingham Forest boy and they say, Rich, see our Premier League table no, I saw it very tight. Even after Chelsea win, Manchester United has the same point as Chelsea. From I think between second place to about 10th place or so, about just 3 points. So it was good at least United got a point in that regard to stay in the conversation of the English Premier League and not drifting far apart. That is exactly how the table looks like. Which and then meaning say question of the day is that team Ben or surprise you or also or their part this weekend. Which but I have a question to ask. Arsenal for about 10 games. They've conceded just 3. The greatest English Premier League team that conceded the least goals in a season was a team that was coached by Jose Mourinho, had Peter Cech, Monia Diade, 15. Arsenal over the weekend away at Burnley at the Turf Moor won the game by 2-0 without conceding a single goal. The big question I want to ask to who anyway TF1 and Sheffield and say, can Arsenal beat our record now with 28 more games to go? Impossible.
Football
because you see a 3 in Kofosi say Man City Centenarian you winning 100 points. I think teams can win 100 points. Maybe team team bet me 100 points. Antonio Conte start you maybe winning 13 games in a row. Joseph Guardiola have a bottle to baby. And we need consistent games for a very long time. Even Jose Mourinho record of the number of home game wins now people go close to it. But it looks as if the most difficult one is conceding just 15 goals in a season. Which the Arsenal team has what it takes. Because say you can say team now you can say Peter Cech they had a great goalkeeper. They had a solid centre back pair. No almost also a good bench in terms of almost centre back, almost solid full backs and an excellent DM. And the Arsenal team has it. Ricardo Carafiori, yes, Edia, he will not be on the level of those Ashley Cole money in that team, but he's a good fullback in his own regard. The centre back pair of Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba is good enough to solidly steer Arsenal to that point. Of course, William Timber is solid. Then a DM in a branch of Declan Rice is excellent. What you was say? I'm just going to break your record now.
I'm yet to see a message like that, but. You say be probably corner and a man for the Baba, but Kofi, as an team, I'm the promise and power. I'm set pieces.
They said, please, no.
I'm a man, corner to do. And on, so Mumbo gamer. Nasa Arsenal team in your set piece. We should play as animal teams from Maniaji. Because they know, say, after say, I'm back kicking on, be betting me. I'm a man, you're fake. Arsenal team is very, very strong.
Yeah,
very, very strong.
There were times
Arsenal team with or without the ball, very strong.
Yeah. They are not free flowing. English Premier League. Erling Haaland has 13 goals. Yeah. Arsenal doesn't have a player that has scored that many goals this season. But then they have a solid defense, and also as a team that is scoring across. Arsenal beat Masha 1 in Sobesheno 2 seasons ago. Arsenal Timisha 1 away at Fulham, not a couple draw. And I was telling you the last time, Sir teams now this season Arsenal in Abashan, London derbies now. Arsenal dropped 10 points against them last season. So for them to recover those 10 points and even be a step higher tells you how good of a side this team is. I've said it several times. It's a complete team from the defense to attack. The only thing I keep on asking myself and a lot of people is that can this Arsenal team undo the record of 15 goals scored in a season?
I never copy human channel say it's possible. Simple cry.
Okay.
AJ Ministries 1. I say Arsenal can do that. They can break the record.
Yeah.
Prince Aqua. I say no. Arsenal can't break Chelsea's record. Steven Yanko say Arsenal can break that record. Okay, and a host of others.
Declan Rice Eddie Nanutu. Or say we have got 2 centre halves and 2 fullbacks who live and breathe defending. 2 centre backs, 2 fullbacks who live and breathe defending. On Saturday, Kanye Sanka say Usansuyi, the 2 centre backs in Bakufima. Rich, Piero and Capie doesn't even play consistently. In fact, on Yabi Kram over the weekend, I think he played. Christian Mosquera, the times he has come, we've seen that he's solid. So it's a good team. And David Raya has been also very, very good. Of course, complement also the team now. Ojio Medime Juma no more now. Joseph Guardiola say hopefully Arsenal can concede 1 goal a day, right? When asking about the defensive solidity of Arsenal team and Arsenal set piece goals. Since Mikel Arteta took over 2019-2020, 6 set piece goals per share. In 2020-2021, almost share 10. The season after that, it's almost doubled, 18. They maintain it in the 22-23 season, 18. In the 23-24 season, 23. 24-25 season, 25. This season, about 10 games, we had 13 set piece goals. Yeah. The last time I catch up, before this weekend, it was 11. Chelsea and then achieved with 9. And it tells you how much of a solid team Arsenal are all round. Set pieces, defending, what have you, they get a job done. Which, this weekend, did the argument come up again? Declan Moises about happy game. Because, yeah.
I saw it.
Do you still stand where you stand?
Sure.
Because Jamie Carragher say it is still Declan. Now, although they were saying, Bonnie Bien, Declan here because Declan is too good.
To me, the best number 6 in the Premier League is Moises Caicedo.
Is it not just because Declan share goals so rich?
Obo team I'm in poor masem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some biya manage keke, and I love watching Chelsea games.
Declan is scoring.
I wish Obo Manchester United.
But when you are Declan in Manchester United, you'll be happy.
Me Moises Caicedo.
Open Moises Caicedo ahead of Declan Rice. It takes
the work ethic, no.
How hard he works.
Or a workaholic.
Yeah.
Ojina Park and so no Bobo na. What you say? There's a player person ye bibi or cover grounds.
He does everything possible to make sure that.
Yeah. And to me opinion, no. I love Caicedo.
To will say the best English player.
Caicedo any day.
Moises Caicedo.
Me choose Caicedo.
Rich, I told you something on Saturday. Say one of the things that makes the Chelsea Tottenham Hotspur game very interesting is that Chelsea players and fans alike believe that Tottenham Hotspur. And team at Chelsea are sharing Tottenham Hotspur. But I told you that the reason why I was a little bit coy of sticking my neck out for the game was 1, Thomas Frank, and 2, the fact that this is a newly Tottenham Hotspur side. And I remember I was very clear and emphatic with you, said, with Thomas Frank, it's not just because coach Awaya Juma from Brentford. I told you that when it comes to tactics, I think Maresca is better in terms of mapping up a strategy against the other person. But the only reason I'm worried, and I was worried about Tottenham Hotspur, was the threat of Thomas Frank from set place because exceptional. Arsenal in 2019 whatever season. Before Arsenal became Arsenal, there was Brentford. And it was the job of current Chelsea set piece coach and the current Tottenham Hotspur coach, Thomas Frank and Bernardo Cueva. So they know how to do that job. And this is a set Chelsea team that had considered consistently in about 2 or 3 times from set place. So obviously, in my mind, I say, can Chelsea really map up a strategy to let Tottenham Hotspur, especially in the weekend prior to that? No matter 2 set piece goals from Manchester friend Mickey Van der Ven. So Van der Ven is scoring from set place. Well, 2 just the weekend before, and then he's coming playing this one against a team that concedes lots of the times from set place. Can that happen? Can Chelsea prevent Tottenham Hotspur from scoring them for set place? And Enzo Maresca had a plan, and I think I was very, very proud on the day. Chelsea after that game, are unbeaten in their last 9 Premier League games against Tottenham Hotspur. When first scoring first, anytime at Chelsea be Shebiano, ding, and the team a friend Tottenham Hotspur. Which when the game started, I saw something. Both managers decided to go man for man. On Saturday, I remember the conversation was that an upper hand over Chelsea is the fact that they will play much more physical central midfielders. Maybe Chelsea will have just 2. But I think in the general overview of the game, Chelsea had better than Tottenham was the press intensity. It's only man for man. It's about how you are intense with your press. And Chelsea were much more intense with the press. Meaning so Joao Paulinho Hashem. Most of the Biameka say there is a reason why I think Joao Paulinho will not thrive in any top team of Europe. Which on the ball, he is not good enough. With always a hand to take Kaisedo, or better much more number. But the woman the ball now, the way it's really more Kaisedo, now under pressure, even the person not play for no. Paulinho doesn't do that. So you could tell that Chelsea's job was to closely to mark him. Which this is somewhere around the first 20 minutes. And I want you to look at this annotation on a tactical board also. Chelsea played with Enzo Fernandez as the trigger of the press. Now, Abrante Feno, Kevin Danson. One of the other issues that the Tottenham Hotspur team had was that only technical players to do that. I didn't hear Enzo Maresca call Tottenham Hotspur. ABA said, oh yeah, against Barcelona, in fact, Enzo Maresca tried this against Bayern, he was beaten. Man for man press. You so against a team who highly technical players and you suffer. Tottenham doesn't have technical players like that. Kevin Dansunya with natural ball playing centre back who can evade the press under pressure. So once Enzo Maresca Enzo Fernandez in this image is beginning to press him, he takes the ball back to Vicario. But look at this image. Alejandro Garnacho is dealing with Pedro Porro. Abentia Yefreno, I think this is Rhys James, I'm not too sure. And dealing with Joao Paulinho. Then you realize that Abentia Yefreno, Pedro Neto is dealing with Mickey van der Ven.
Joao Pedro.
Yeah.
They now will say as a say, you know.
A Reese mum at no captain Amban no one in sound. But either of them, either Reese or Abentia Yefreno, Joao Pedro, one of them. Number no, I'm not too sure. Okay, I think it looks like Joao Pedro rather, but somebody is on Abentia Yefreno, Joao Paulinho. Which okay, Reese Naba in this side, Reese rather followed Rodrigo Bentancur. But follow Bentancur in this area. Reach man for man across the field of play. Malo Gusto across the field of play. No in your wide area. Not just if only aggressive to go and press and win the ball back from the place. Which for me, I think that defined the game. That is how Chelsea managed to score Sa Omugo no Moshe. Chelsea in the game. Everybody talks about Moises Caicedo and that goal that he was able to set up for Chelsea. Which, what was it? It was a counter-pressing ability of Abrante friend Moises Caicedo. Okoko really on the first one. Noko came. He went again on Van der Ven, second one. And they spread the ball to Abrante friend Joao Pedro to get the ball, go up for them. And for me, that is exactly what Chelsea have been able to do in that regard. Now, Chelsea had solutions to the set place. When I told you I was worried, it's a mission game, no. First half, I called Twitter coach was, has anybody seen Enzo Maresca's response to this long throw-ins, Nana? Every time Kevin Danson here and I say, oh, but too long throwing in Biana Rich. So they're Chelsea phone here. Tottenham phone up packet box. No? Usually that's what they do. According to Robert Sanchez, most of the time Chelsea are constantly for long throwing. He said, opponent team in the packet box. No? It's almost man goalkeeper in your space and man beche. It's when they were doing the set piece preparation, Bernardo Cueva had gone through the process with them. So okay, let us also reply with something that is risky, but maybe can yield results for us. Which Chelsea phone here said, Torian phone set up some too long through inner. Then they use 3 players: Malo Gusto, Joao Pedro Neto, and Abrante Yefreno, Alejandro Garnacho, to stay in behind them. It is a too long through, and that's a players need more mature. You better counter. If you also decide to come back, then it means that the box is free, and your goalkeeper is about saying to come and catch into share. Once the first throw-in came, Robert Sanchez won that throw-in, and then long or two, Chelsea had a 3v3. Of course, Omentimi, Alpha Koto, and long throw-ins is steadily rising in the English Premier League. If you don't find solutions to it, people will hurt you, and teams will be brace long throwing. In fact, average delay time before long throws Brentford, any idea, are doing that a lot of the time. And Chelsea had to find solutions in that regard in the game that they play. There's just something simple I want to ask you about. How did you see Robert Sanchez?
Oh, yeah, bad.
In fact, I think he was very good. Because it's not your bad. I think you are taking a little bit of shine away from his performance.
Tima, me no money. You go with him today. When your grandma's on your bad.
So you're Juma now, you?
Me Juma. As a man, I walk. Now, cause me meet Benyan catches in Yan Shambe 8. Trying catch him, say Juma, me.
I did.
Me say, Tima, me a yimiti. Ashim Jesse. Metamwa Chelsea. Me nemu betria. Kopim say we are sebesi.
But boy should also feel you.
Ah, ni ami dem feel mo. Tima me a yimiti ya bom sakola. Obi kura hia me nim o ka chem say yes e bi de ayi bi e hye me person ya beta mo.
E ka fa fa odru.
Ah, o say no akwa de yimi na anko de fa. On fa yiwa, on wi yiwa.
O fa yiwa.
O say na say nkodi yiwa. Over a no de srem. Saati we na me ma papa.
Did you see this battle?
Yeah, kudus ne kugea. Nanya bad.
It's
at the point no man of time kakrabat.
Oh,
later na was over.
Yeah. You animal kudus by Juma radio. Kugea did you know? And yeah, it's important.
Of course.
I like kudus. Who's a kudus to go inside na kai said Odinechi. The respect Chelsea gave him showed where Mohamed Kudus is as a player. He is Tottenham's most prolific player. And you see, Chelsea deployed Kukurea because I know being Kukurea behind him.
Sure.
And he showed how important Arteta friend
Madrid share Barcelona and share.
Yeah.
Is it Bayern? I'm saying Germany would be in show.
Oh yeah, buying are true.
Is it Germany hot dear?
They are the best.
Me who team I bet me Bayern.
Yeah, Liverpool also came back to get a win by 2-0. And Rich, it looks as if Liverpool are going back to what they used to do. No extra touches on the ball, no too much creativity, just direct chaos, and of course bringing the best out of Mohamed Salah. And he was able to register his 250th goal. Erling Haaland, they were just to say CCR or your robots. Now, Rich, now the first goal, or share player, any man, I'm saying, Edumedium. He went to the touchline to celebrate like a robot because he has understood. And he is close to another record or set say in 2022-2023 season. After 10 games, he has 13 goals. At the time, he had 15 goals. Rich, Erling Haaland, for Madrid, it was all of the same. Barcelona needed to get back into the top. Rich, I think this is probably the best I've seen Lamine Yamal in a long time. Another performance against Elche. Lamine is in form and he plays some good football.
And it's because we can make kind of story be.
Yeah.
I must say Abrante na Kasa Jia to me say Obafom.
Yeah.
As an answer, or the name be Diagua say, a man for Unimbo no didn't team. And they say, on one Kasa set up training at the man who after training on one year. Yes. Omo Abrante and say, it's also Abrante also a focus.
Oh, okay. And that is good.
Very, very focused.
That is good.
And the bars are your mutual navy on one class extra.
At the count.
Okay.
And
to me, I know one with the ball and no bono.
Rich, and congratulations to our branch friend Marcus Rashford.
Sure.
I mean,
fantastic.
Yeah, he's playing well at Barcelona. And on a night where Barca needed their big boys, Marcus assistants. Now, if things keep on going how it's going, I'm sure Barca be Pisca and they keep your branch. And of course, also to Femi Lopez now. This week Champions League we'll come back.
Yebedi sound coming in I would do so Fiifi Manfred.
You debate Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, sir.
Africa. Oh. Some boys know who push more when I so mudia. I'm mechanics know wow. I'm a first can say 26 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours.
Wow.
Michelle and a minimum time for Bonvas for you. Shemia, take a screenshot of the screen. These are the codes, when you have Oko in Sheriff and Facebook, and you get it over there. Say that honum. And of course, me also my Twitter, it's there. Me and my Facebook honum. Thank you, Rich.
Okay. Yan transfer insurance of 4.5. Kofi Alpha Bito, I